But we're moving on because AEW also announced AEW All in Texas in a press conference this past week at the Globe Life Field. They announced that AEW will be bringing All In to Texas in 2025. I believe the day is July 12th. There were rumors about AEW doing a stadium show in the Arlington area. Obviously, people like me assume AT&T Stadium. And they even did something at the Esports Coliseum with AEW Collision for their summer series. But it looks like their stadium show is all in 2025 at the Globe Life Field. For those of you who are not aware, Globe Life Field is the home of the Texas Rangers. It is a 40,000-seater stadium, and it is also in the Dallas and or Arlington area. With that being said, I want to know how you feel about this. Do you believe that AEW is in over their head, or do you believe that they're gonna shock the world and they're gonna do some numbers in Texas?
Are they gonna get 41,000 people in there when they only gonna have 1,000 at their show? That's my biggest question. And number two, this would be their last all out that they'll ever have because again, where's the TV deal? So he just don't care about a TV deal. He already said the names of not Bob Iger, but forgot the CEO there, David something. But regardless, it's like, dude, like you ain't got a TV deal, but you announcing the show for a stadium that you not gonna even get halfway filled. Hey man, I respect it. You know what? I think he's a good kid. Even I'm calling him a kid, like he's not older than me. I think he's a good dude. I think he means well. He just don't understand like the concept of strategy, so to speak. And this is coming from a numbers guy. He's very analytical, but he doesn't understand the concept of war, probably. Because in his mind, it's a war. Triple H said years ago, it's no war. It is no competition. Shouts out to Fab. It's no competition between the two companies because one of them is sold for $11 billion, and that was just for one deal. Their development show is about to be on CW Network. That's Warner Brothers right there. Uh, Netflix. I can keep going. SmackDown about to go to USA. It's like, dude, it's over. That's three TV deals right there. Where's y'all one TV deal? So
One.
just one.
One.
That's what we asking for. We ain't asking you to get three. So, but shouts out to them. Collision actually sold out in Dallas at the convention center out by Arlington. I mean Wilson, Arlington, but it's right by the Cowboy Stadium. So shouts out to them for selling that out. But I looked at the match card and I'm like, I guess. So that was a clear sign that they do have fans in Texas, which they do. But dude, if you do this show, you got to go, pun intended, all out, I guess, pause. You got to bring in ROH talent. You better call Mexico. You had that deal. You better go New Japan because you can't just do it with the WWE, the AEW talent alone because it's not that much AEW talent that's over.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Obviously, 40,000 is a big step. 40,000 to 100,000 is a very, very big difference when comparing Globe Life and AT&T. Um, so I'm glad that they decided to go a more reasonable route as far as the venue that they're using. And I actually hope that they do really, really well. Like part of the argument you could say is like, hey, we didn't think they would be able to do 10,000 for All In the first one, and they were able to do it. And then they were able to take it to London, and they were able to be successful there. However, I do believe that the dynamics are a little bit different. Obviously, their Wembley show, it was the first time they had done something like that of that magnitude, especially in London. We know that the UK is a very, very hot wrestling crowd. We know that they are very, very, they're very, very passionate, and that they will, no pun intended, they'll go all in for some wrestling. I also feel like, in addition to the fact that they wanted to see a big wrestling stadium show, in addition to the fact that they wanted to see AEW in London, those fans have been wanting WrestleMania for years. And I feel like a lot of those fans wanted to prove to the powers that be that this is a town that you can have WrestleMania in because look at what we just did for AEW. So I feel like that was also part of the psychology behind it. I feel like this isn't, like you said, like, how are you going to fill 40,000 when at the current moment you can't, you know, fill up half of an arena, half of a 10,000 seater at that. I believe that when it comes to AEW, the novelty of new has worn off. And it's like, while there are certain principles that made AEW a hub and a place that wrestlers wanted to come, um, at the same time, not everyone deserves creative control and not everyone deserves free reign. Some like And I feel like because they are clinging to certain things, it's tampering the quality of the product. And it's one of the reasons why the attendance is down. So I honestly don't know what to expect from this show. But like you said, they need to go all in. And the build for that starts now. So we'll see what happens. But I want to know how everybody else feels as it pertains to AEW All In heading to Arlington, Texas, Globe Life Field, July 12th. Hopefully, I'm wrong. I really want to see them do well, but let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching the Culture 316 podcast. If you liked what you saw, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe so that you guys can stay up to date with all upcoming videos and events pertaining to Culture 316.